So hi everyone, welcome to my channel X Knowledge, and in this video I will be discussing about how to configure a Cisco switch. So let's move on to today's agenda. So today's agenda is we will be doing the configuration of Cisco switch, and in the configuration part we will be doing the host name, banner, console password, management IP, default gateway, shutdown, negating command, telnet password, enable password, and saving configuration. Although you might not be able to see that saving configuration option, but I will be discussing it too, like how you can save the running configuration to the startup configuration, so that whenever the switch gets rebooted up, the running configuration which we will be doing right now gets executed up whenever that switch gets rebooted up. And I will be performing all this step in Cisco Packet Tracer switch. So let's jump to Cisco Packet Tracer. Alright, I'm in Cisco Packet Tracer, so let's take up a switch. Alright, and just single click on the switch, and you can see this page at physical device view. This is the actual view of the switch, and we will be doing the configuration in command line interface, which short form is stand for CLI. Let's click on this, and it's written out here. Press return to start. Although you can see the description of this switch which is written out here, like processor, board ID, supplier name and all, but we are not bothered about this right now. We will be doing the configuration first. Alright, so in order to do the configuration of this switch, we will have to go to the privilege exit mode. So in order to go to the privilege exit mode, just click enable. Alright, and we will be doing all the steps in global configuration mode, because we want the host name to be reflected at global level, because everyone has to see this, and hence host name banner should be configured at global level. So let's go to global configuration mode. So in order to go to global configuration mode, you just have to type configure terminal. Alright, and you will be in global configuration mode. Now the first step which we will be performing is that host name. So just type host name, and please give mnemonics, like meaningful name should be given out here. Although I will be giving X Knowledge. Alright, now you can see that the host name got changed, like from switch it got converted to X Knowledge. Now the second second thing which we will be doing is that banner. We will be setting up the banner for the switch. So in order to set up the banner, just click banner, and message of the day, whose short form stands for MOTD, and give a character which you will not be using in the banner part. So I will be using %. Alright, and watch out the sentence: enter the text message and end with the character %. You can give any character out here, but yeah, make sure that the character which you are going to give out here, you didn't use that character in your banner. So I will not be using the % sign in my banner, so I will be so I have used the % sign. Now I will be setting up the banner. So banner name I will be giving up here some stylish banner. So but the name should be mnemonics. So switch 1. Alright, and I will be following up this command, like I will be ending up this banner with the % sign. So watch out this % sign and click enter, and your banner has been configured out. Now if you want to see that whether it has got configured or not, just click do show run, and you will be okay. You can see the banner has got configured, like banner switch 1 which we have given. Now the next thing which we will be performing up is that console password. So in order to set up the console password, just type line console 0. Alright, and basically we will be enabling the authentication. So if you will be enable the authentication, the password we will have to set up the password. So we will be doing the setup of password. So just type password, and make sure that you give meaningful password, or since I'm using it to show, so I will be using easy password. Since it's for console, so I will be using the password console only, console. All right, and in order to activate this authentication, like every time it's asks for password, just type login. All right, so the console password has been set up. Now I will be showing that whether it's got configured properly or not. I will be showing it, like just exit out from this switch, and now whenever you will try to start this switch, whenever you will try to log in, try to access the console of this switch, you will be asked for the password, and the password is console. So I will be typing console in order to access this. So I have typed the console, and I got inside the switch. Now the next thing which we will be doing is that management IP. So in order to set up the management IP, we will have to go to the global configuration mode. First we will have to go to the privilege mode. So I'm in privilege mode, and in order to go to the config, so I'm basically using the short form. Basically config T stands for configuration terminal, but I'm using the short form because CLI provide this feature. If you will write the short form also, it will get accepted. All right, now we will be discussing about the management IP. So in order to set up the management IP, we will have to go to the VLAN interface. So interface VLAN 1, and now we will be setting up the IP address. Basically I will be using a class C type address, 192.168 1.10 or 10.1. Sorry for me. Alright, and we will be giving the marks value, basically 255.255.255.0, and the next command which I will be giving is that no shutdown. Basically look, I was supposed to discuss this negating command and shutdown, so I will be discussing it right now in that management IP only. So no command, no shutdown basically means basically shutdown stands for turning off some sort of things, but no shutdowns in command line interface means that you are turning on something. Basically it's a negating command. That's the reason I put that topic on slide, that I will be discussing about negating command. So negating command stand this, like no shutdown means you are turning on some sort of thing. So no shutdown will basically what it will do, that changed interface VLAN state change to up. The reason it changed to up because of this, like no shutdown. If you would have not given this command, it would have not turned to up. It would have been in down state only. So we have configured up the management IP also. Now the next thing which we will be doing is that we will be setting up default gateway. So in order to set up the default gateway, just type, first we will be exiting from this interface, VLAN interface. Now default gateway, so IP default gateway, and the default gateway which we will be giving out here is that 192.168.10.1. Alright, and so the default gateway has been set up. The next thing which we will be doing, telnet password. So in order to set up the telnet password, just type line VTY 0 to 15. Alright, and same we will be doing same as the console password which we have set up earlier. So the next thing which we will be doing for this telnet password is that we will be configuring a password for this telnet. So the password for the telnet, since I am doing it for a practical purpose, so I will be giving a telnet only for the password. Alright, now in order to activate this, the authentication such that it asks for password every time, you have to give login. Alright, the same thing which we have done in the console part. So the telnet password has been set up. I will be showing you like whether it got activated or not. Since telnetting can be done from a different PC, so I will be setting up a PC, and I will be doing the telnetting of this device, this switch. But before that, I will have to go through some more steps like enable password and all. So the next thing which we will be doing is that we will be we will be creating the password for the enable. So what basically enable is? Enable is that enable is the command which provides which helps you to go from user exe mode to the privilege mode. So we will be we didn't want an authorized person to go to the privilege mode and to change some sort of thing. So we will be setting up the password for the enable. So let's set up the password for the enable password, and I will be giving the password enable only. All right. Okay, so the next thing which we will be doing is that we will be saving up this configuration, the running configuration which we have done right now till now. So to save the configuration, just type we will have to go to the user exec mode, privilege mode. So just exit from the global configuration mode. So we are in privilege mode. So how to identify that you are in privilege mode? Just see that the hash sign out here. This hash sign will show you that you are in privilege mode, and how you will be identify that it is a user mode. So just exit from this privilege mode and you will be in. So it asks for the password. So the password is console, since it's a. So you can see that the greater than sign signifies that you are in user exe mode. So what we were supposed to do is right now is that we will be saving up the configuration. So in order to save the configuration, we will have to go to privilege mode. So in order to go to the privilege mode, just type enable, or I will be typing the shortcut short form of that enable, en. Alright, so okay, so it's asking for the password. So console, alright, so we will be going to the privilege mode. So type enable, alright, just type enable. It is asking for the password of enable only. So I will have to give the password of enable. So the password for enable is enable only. So enable. So we are in privilege mode. Now we will be saving up the running configuration to the startup configuration. So just type copy running configuration to startup configuration. Alright, and it will ask for you the confirmation that are you sure that you want to save that the running configuration to the startup configuration. Just enter, and your configuration will be saved. Now if you want to show that what are the configuration which we have done so far, just you type so run, and it will show you the everything which we have configured so far, like the banner which you can see out here. So which we have set up the banner. We have set up the management IP, like IP address 192.168.10.1, and we have set up the default gateway so far, and the line console password which we have set up the first we have discussed about the console password, and then we have discussed about the telnet password. Alright, so the next thing I think we have covered up all the points. Now the next thing which I will be doing is that I will be showing you that how to telnet this switch from a different PC. Okay, so I have taken a PC out here, and I will be doing the telnetting of this switch from this PC. So first I will have to connect this PC to this switch. So let's connect it out. And in order to do the telnetting, I will have to give the IP address to this PC also. So since I want this connection to prevail happen, so I will have to give the class 4 type address, since I have given the management IP of this switch, that class C type address. So I will be giving a class C type address, like 192.168.10.2 and marks is since I will not be giving default gateway out here, since I am not using any router. So let's ping from this device, ping 192.168.10.1. just wait for a second. Okay, let's ping it, request timeout. So you can see that the ping is successful, we are getting the reply. So the thing which we will be doing is that we will be telnetting this switch. So telnet. So in order to do the telnetting, I'm just zooming it a little bit. Okay, now it's good. So I will be doing the telnet. So 192.168. Basically, I am giving the IP address, management IP address of that switch only, 10.1. Okay, so you can see that it is asking for the password, and basically it's asking for the telnet password. Since we are not accessing the console of the switch, if you will access the console of the switch, they will ask you the console password, and if you will do the telnet of that switch, they will ask you the telnet password. So I will have to give the telnet password, which we have given telnet only. So telnet, and we are inside the switch now. In order to go to the privilege mode, just type enable. Alright, and it is asking for the password because and we didn't since we have set up the password for the enable, so the password is enable only. So we are in the privilege mode now. We can do anything from here. So if you want to change the host name, just type so we will have to go to the configuration mode, config terminal, yeah. And if you want to change the host name, just type host name, and I will be changing the name from Xknowledge to. So you can see that the switch name got changed, and you can do the configuration of that switch from here also. I will be showing that since we have changed the host name by telnetting, the same thing will be reflected at this part also, that the console, the CLI part. If you will do the, you can see that the Xknowledge got changed to SW1. So I think we have discussed every point which we are listed in that slide. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give up a thumbs up, basically like this video, and subscribe to my channel for more content. And once again, thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe and share it too. Thank you.